etie for me mo bibia kwaba eba top stories na top stories no stories I report say e wo so Ghana for senior wo mo tre wo mo adwen e wo stories ni so no inti no ye be ma shout out now. One of the stories and a report was so the criminal charges are abiding a level against Ato Forson. A lot of people have come out to comment on it. Yen reading na yen bubodin we Emmanuel say I see your comment a lot. Or say if they make mistake to jail Ato Forson, then all of them will go to jail. If power changes hands one day, even those who die will still go to jail. So munim na omochi Ato Forson ntuma MPP for say abane sesa omuni na bekoje omo ewu kra no ye be che omo atum enso fi sara ye bo a o se Melody they are doing that just because he's exposing them. Why don't they charge the Minister of Health for the money he has misused? So I'm seeing a lot of people also talk about the Minister of Health a lot in this Ato Forson case. Victoria Avoji and also say there's something with these people. They should remain in power and to never die. I say omonka power sa momu wuda. I say it won't happen, never and never. I say I said that not because this was my wish. No. I said so because when they bring changes against political opponents, they win. It's not even the winning that matters to them. The day the accused will go to court, they will pass whatever bill
Melodies TV on YouTube.
they will want pass, and the CI will come into motion, into effect, and Nana and his cronies will have their way. Meba will have their way. Only Ghana card, and that means disenfranchising or disenfranchising or disenfranchising. Hey, but then I'm making. Disenfranchising a considerable percentage of Ghanaian voters. That means they will remain in power. You get me? Okay, into Abna Fosua, Mr. Motive, I'm really suffering from a terrible cold. Into no, the menene monti ni ya monfancheme. Enye easy mame kra. I say, why is the current finance minister walking freely? Biggest financial loss from current government hasn't even been addressed. If this at all is a case, nonsense. When so every Jikuno Grace. I see, Ato Forson is too hard to them, so they want to convict him. What about the road minister who stopped road tolls in Ghana all of a sudden? Okay, Richard also say, they are finding ways to reduce the NDC MPs in parliament to pass the CI into law. They will wait till the court day, which the minority leader will be at court. Then they will bring the CI in parliament. Well, I mean, this is a good point, Richard. This is a good point. Sarah Yabwa, was a Melody. Did you see that ambulance they bought? That ambulance was much better than what MPP bought. They have parked those ambulance somewhere. So do your research and go and look for ambulance and compare with what they bought. Jikuno Grace was a foolish case. Who went to buy the wrong ambulance? Maggie Odoy, or say they are going after Ato Forson because he's the one standing on their way. Lucy also say they don't know what they are doing. They should fix the country and stop that jokes. Emmanuel say again, or say it is because of the CI. Akoko appear or see ho MPP. This is crude tactics and we see through it. Please find a better and credible case
Melodies TV
against the
on
man,
YouTube.
Dr. Ato Forson. Shame on you, MPP. When to every Irene. I say they are doing all this thing because of the CI, but it will not work. When to free Mike, I say they can't silence him. We will stand behind him day and night because Godfred has no case against him. When to free Nana, I say this case don't make no sense. When to free Tenant, I say these MPPs are really jokers. We every Sam Williams, I say shameful act. If we free Victoria Avoji, I say who are these to accuse someone of causing financial loss to the state. Between the Kuko and Adesanya, who is blacker? When so Efri Jonas. I say, what about their Chen cars they brought to Ghana, saying one constituency, one Chen car? We wait to see, and they knew what they will go through after 7th January 2025. When so Efri Sinasina Oba Besreye, Jikuno Grace, or say Odame, please collect the COVID-19 vaccine money, $81 million for us. When so Efri Gasto. Okay, I see. Ato Forson is a thorn in MPP flesh. MPP must start arresting and prosecuting their own Galamsey gurus at the Jubilee House. When so Efri Dora Ado. I see Nanado government are not serious. When so Efri Theodore Ageji. I say the Attorney General should prosecute Akufo-Addo to court first, because the former special prosecutor, Mr. Martin Amidu, declared the president of Ghana, Nana-Addo Akufo-Addo, as mother serpent of corruption. I say the president remained silent till date on that heavy statement made by his own appointee, special prosecutor. The fundamental question is why the president must be taken to court. No one is above the law. Okay, inti ose Akufo-Addo mum na ose ye chinitum. Sinasina say cry for Ghana. Mikin so say those vehicles
MELODIES
were
TV
mobile
on
clinics,
YouTube,
which are way better than Adodi's ambulances. With this kind of cheap behavior, all Akufo-Addo's appointee will rot in jail then. Kakraba 1. Also, this MPP government is really displaying power. Wow. If we appear, and also say Oforiatta is working about free. He that corruption. Mess and so say ha 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 ha. Mary Aseda and so say it's very good, but when doing this, expand our jails in Ghana, because most of you criminals, including Anado, will still be in them. Will still be in them. Mess and say comedians, the truth must be told. I say MPP will never stay in power forever. Nonsense. Aisha and so say why now MPP national pickpocket Ekufu A and his gurus shameless. You are Nkwasiafo. Oh, come on. I see you are Nkwasiafo as a national pickpocket. Best man saying Melody, speak the truth. The health minister was in negotiations with a bank to finance the purchase of the ambulances. Ato Forson then wrote a letter to the Bank of Ghana without the knowledge of the finance minister Sektekpe. Sektekpe had already said he didn't know anything about the money. The money Ato Forson requested from the Bank of Ghana. Also, the contract was sole sourcing. Melodies, keep quiet. You hear the court proceedings and the truth. This case is an old story. It is now that the investigation has been completed for him to face the law. Also, the ambulances they purchased was not what the health ministry wanted, so they rejected it. The original contract was to inspect the ambulance before payment, but Ato Forson paid all the money before the ambulance arrived in Ghana. How can a deputy
MELODIES
minister
TV
write a
on
letter
YouTube.
to Bank of Ghana for money without the knowledge of the finance minister Sektekpe? This case is overdue. He will definitely be in prison. Okay, best man, Yati. So that's also your thoughts on the issue. Whatever you talked about, we spoke about it here. Another story, and Raya reported so the death of MPP's economic management team member Dr. Akoto Osei. Na you read the comments by Osei, may so rest in peace. May so rest in peace. So a lot of people may so rest in peace. Lucy, Destiny in Sunsemo Kanano. Okay, RIP. This is coming from Sudo Likoku. Hey. Victor Kojoji. I say, I feel there is something behind his death. Sure. Come on. Nana say, hey, MPP have killed the guy just because he told them the truth, saying that MPP can never break the 8, and he was right after they have murdered the man. Look at what they did to JB Dankwa and the rest. Shame on MPP. Shame. Hey, Charlie. I knew someone would say this. Tinat say, hey, it is very strange. This man suddenly passed on after a few weeks when he criticized his own party. MPP, rest well, honorable. Obi must say, I think we should make it a law. Anyone above 50 years should retire from active politics. Too much pressure at that level. And you know, it's here for the stories. Any the Ghana for Kani. Montreal, comment box the moment.